Let us quickly discuss syllabic stress. This is one of the major issues that students always have when it comes to WAEC examination test of oral and UTME test of oral. But how can we actually detect the syllable that has stress in that particular word that we have been given? So quickly, what is a syllable? A syllable is the smallest pronounceable unit of a word. Let me use a non-standard meaning. How we can break down the pronunciation of a word. So like the word communication has 5 syllables. Communication. Mathematics has 4 syllables. Mathematics. Table has 2 syllables. Table. What about fan that we use at home? How many syllables? 1. Fan. So that is exactly what a syllable is. Now that we have 5 syllables in communication, which of the syllables in communication between ko, mil, ni, k, and shun, which of them has the stress? Which of them do we put a lot of force in when we pronounce it? Do we put a lot of force in com? Do we put a lot of force in mil? Do we put a lot of force in ni? Is it k or shun? How we can detect these? That is the reason for this class. So don't be bored. We are going to work a lot, and I'm going to give us a lot of examples to butter the bread. Let us continue. All right, I said that in the dictionary, the accent is used to mark the stress, but in examination, now we're talking about examination. So let's look at this word communication. If you check this word communication very well, you realize that communication has the stress on K. But why is it on K? Why is it on K? That will take us over to the rules of stress. It is the rules that will make us to know why the stress for communication is on K. Why not call? Why not mil? Why not ni? Why not shun? Why must it be K? That is what we want to learn now. Are we together? So let us continue. All right, rule 1. Please take note that there are exceptions. That is the issue with JAMB. JAMB used to bring exemptions a lot. But look at this. When you have a bisyllabic noun or a bisyllabic adjective, a bisyllabic adverb, the stress must be on the first syllable. When we say bisyllabic means 2 syllabic words. A word that has only 2 syllables. Let's take, for example, table is only 2 syllables now. Teacher, only 2 syllables. Below, only 2 syllables. Now, for you to determine if at all this stress should be on the first syllable, check, is it a noun? This word has 2 syllables. Is it a noun? This word that has 2 syllables, is it an adjective? This word that has 2 syllables, is it an adverb? If it falls in between any of these 3, take it that the stress is on the first syllable. Are you with me? Let's first of all talk about bisyllabic nouns. Please remember there are exceptions. Look at this. Table. The stress is on tay. TA is capitalized. BLE is not capitalized. Since we capitalized TA, it means that the stress is on that particular syllable, TA. Since we did not capitalize BLE, it means that is the one that don't have the stress. Table. Let's assume we capitalize the BLE and we make TA small letter. It will be table, table. No, it is what? Table. Use your hand to draw it. Draw your hand, take your hand up as you pronounce tay, and take your hand down as you pronounce ball. Table, like a chorister. Table, paper, garden, music, window, table, paper, garden, music, window. Now, to be able to determine if this is a noun actually, use it in a sentence. Does it function as a noun? Use it in a sentence. Does it function as an adjective? Use it in a sentence. Does it function as an adverb? Let's go over to bisyllabic adjectives. Happy, friendly, simple, pretty, lovely. You cannot say I am happy. No, you say I am happy. You cannot say You are acting friendly, which is wrong. The stress should be on the first syllable, which is friend. You are acting friendly. Are you getting me? This mass is simple. You cannot say this mass is simple since it's an adjective and it's bisyllabic noun. Put the stress on the first syllable. This mathematics is simple. That is just it. Pretty. My dear, you look pretty. You cannot say, my dear, you look pretty. Once you say pretty, this now you take your hand and pre, and then the T goes on T, which is wrong. Since it's a bisyllabic adjective, you take pre up, say, like a triangle. Let's make a triangle now. Pretty, lovely, happy, handsome, awesome. Our God is an awesome. You cannot say our God is an awesome God, no? Our God is an awesome. See now, God is awesome, awesome God. You get it? So if it is a bisyllabic adverb, put the stress on the first syllable as well. She ran quickly. Like a triangle, please, let's do it again. Quickly. You cannot say she ran quickly. Wrong. Put the force on that first syllable. She ran quickly. The sun shines brightly. The boy moves slowly. She did it kindly. She sang softly. Is it not simple enough? So once you know this is an adverb, this is an adjective, this is a noun, and it has only 2 syllables. Only 2 syllables. Put the stress on the first syllable. If you have any question of that, just drop it on the comment section. I will always reply to that. Let's go to rule number 2. We are done with rule number 1, which has the stress on the first syllable only when it is a noun, adjective, and adverb. Rule number 2. Stress the last syllable. You can call it second, because you have only 2 syllables again here. When it is only 2 syllables, please, and it is a verb or preposition, stress the second syllable. Don't look at the first two. The first is meant for only a noun, adjective, and adverb. But if it is a verb or it is a preposition, my guy, stress the second syllable. But take note, preposition has a lot of exemptions. We'll come to that. But let's look at verbs first. A verb is an action word. Is forget a verb. Let's use it in a sentence. If it will function as a verb, please forget about it. Yes, forget there is the verb, is the action. What you are doing, you're going to forget. Okay. Since forget is a verb and has only 2 syllables in it, should I put the stress on the first syllable? Forget. Please forget about. No, it does not make sense. Let me put it on the second syllable. Please forget about it. Forget. So this one is no more a triangle. I don't know what you call it in mathematics. It's as if we are turning the triangle upside down. The sharp edge is no more at the top. The sharp edge is now at the bottom. Just envisage it. Forget. Forget. Begin. Begin. Insist. Insist. Preside. I want to preside over a meeting. Preside. Present. Present. When you present a gift. But there are some verbs. There are some words that function as verbs at the same time function as nouns. Like import, I-M-P-O-R-T. In examination, you see at the front N, meaning that is a noun. In examination, you see at the front V, meaning that it is a verb. If you see in brackets N in front of a word, it is a noun, meaning that they want to stress the first syllable in that bisyllabic noun. If you see V in brackets in front of any word, it means that it is a verb. They want you to stress the second syllable in that bisyllabic verb. So if you see the word import, I-M-P-O-R-T, and you see brackets in front N, take it that the stress is on the first syllable. You see in import and the N, the V is written at the front. It is a verb. Import. Import. import, import, export, 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 comfort, comfort. I told comfort to comfort you. Please present the present to them. Are you getting it? It's a simple something. Another one again is the preposition that has a lot of exemptions though. I'll bring out the exemptions for preposition. Look at this. About. About. I told you about it. You can also, I told you about it, you know. I told you about, within, between, around, above. You get it? About, within, between, around, above. It's a very simple something. It is just for you to remember all the rules. Once you can remember these rules, you put them into practice, they will never be an issue to you. Now we have worked on the rule 1. We have worked on the rule 2. Let's go over to the cocoa. Rule 3. Alright. This is very simple to a great extent, only if you pay attention. Stress the penultimate syllable in any word that ends in I-O-N, I-C, I-O-U-S, E-O-U-S, U-O-U-S, and I-A-L. Please take note. Second to last syllable. Count from the last. Like this one now, communication has 5 syllables, abi? Since communications has 5 syllables, we start counting from Sean. That is the last. K is second to last. Then Ni, third to last. Mu, fourth to last. Com becomes the sixth to last. So let's look at this, for example. Ambition. What is the last syllable here? It is Sean. Look at it. Sean. Sean is the last syllable. Second to last syllable in ambition is what? B. What is the first syllable there? Am. So when we're looking at second to last syllable in ambition, it becomes what? B. So last syllable, second to last syllable, first syllable. Ambition. You get it now? It's a very simple something. So start counting from the last syllable. Ambition. Sean B am. Sean mo e. Sean a cri. So ambition. Sean B am. Emotion. Sean mo e. Creation. Sean a cri. Intention. Sean ten in. You get it, Abi? I know you got it. So if this word is ending in T-I-O-N or S-I-O-N, as far as this I-O-N, criterion, R-I-O-N, R-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, think of anything at all that can end in N-N-I-O-N. It must not be only T-I-O-N. The stress must be second to last. Ambition, emotion, creation, intention, solution, criterion, communication. You see now, I said I will come back to communication. As far as communication ends in I-O-N, the stress should be second to last syllable, Abi. So since communication ends in I-O-N, what is the second to last syllable in communication? Communication. The second to last syllable there is K, C-A. So since C-A is the second to last syllable there, it means that C-A has the stress. Communication. Revision. The revision you have in classes. Revision. Transmission. S-S-I-O-N now. Transmission. Give me any other word that end in S-I-O-N, S-S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, R-I-O-N. All of them together. I'm wasting too much time on this I-O-N. Let's go over to I-C. Second to last syllable. Any word that ends in I-C has the stress on the second to last syllable. Dramatic, dramatic, scientific, athletic, energetic, sympathetic. You see now, second to last here is sympathetic. What about IOUS? IOUS. Delicious, mysterious, curious, gracious, suspicious. Don't forget this Suzu. Remember the first one I said is ION. Second one is IC. Third one is IOUS. Fourth one is EOUS. Courageous, advantageous, outrageous, simultaneous, spontaneous, UOUS as well, continuous, virtuous, strenuous. This strenuous now has only 2 syllables, abi, and it ends in UOUS. As far as it ends in UOUS, the stress must be the second to last. And what's the second to last syllable in strenuous? Is stre. What is first syllable in tertious? Is ter. So that is just it. Strenuous, tertious, ambiguous. What about IAL? IAL. Material, essential, beneficial, tutorial, presidential. ION, IC, IOUS, EOUS, UOUS, IAL. You can just continue that. It will help you to remember. Should I say it again? Second to last syllable. ION, IC, EOUS, UOUS, EOUS, IAL. This can actually be helpful. If you can remember the song, it will make you to be able to know this. But let's continue. I will come back to the song if I still remember the song because it just entered now. All right. Number 4. Stress the antepenultimate syllable, third to last. Remember that the rule 3 was second to last. Now third to last. What is third to last in automate is all. Now remember we're counting from the last syllable now. So any word that ends in ATE, TY, FY, HY, any Y, anyone ending in Y, but it is not all low. It's better you remember it is TY, FY, HY, CY, NY, MY, RY. Though there are a lot of exceptions. But to make it simple for you, anyone that ends in Y majorly has a stress on the third to last. You can call it antepenultimate syllable. IBLE, CAL, LAROUS. Just like that. So let's start with ATE. Automate. But normally say automate. Mean that we used to put the stress on the second to last syllable, which is wrong. As far as this word ends in ATE, whether we used to put the stress on the second syllable or not, as far as it ends in ATE, I will start putting the stress on what? Third to last, which is what? Automate. Communicate. But before now, we used to say communicate too. We used to say communicate. Which one used to put the stress? But now that I know that communicate ends in ATE, I should put the stress in the third to last syllable. Now, in communicate, the last syllable is K, the second to last is Ni, third to last is Mil, then fourth to last is Com. So, as far as this word ends in ATE, I want to start putting my stress on third to last. Communicate, nominate, authenticate, terminate. I don't know if you are getting it. Let's read it again. Automate, communicate, nominate, authenticate, terminate. It sounds odd, but it's correct though. English language wahala. But let's still continue, my friend. TY, maternity, velocity, third to last too. If you check velocity, Look at the last syllable, T. Look at second to last, C. Third to last, law. Then the fourth to last is ve. Okay, velocity, loyalty, royalty. What about then universality? If you check universality, last syllable is what? T. Third to last, li. Third to last, sa. Then fourth to last is va. Fifth to last is ni. Then the first syllable there is u. Universality. What about fy? Clarify. Read after me. Clarify, simplify, magnify, certify, beautify. What about ny or any other y? Harmony, hydrology, phylogeny, synergy, pathology. What about cy? Uncertainty, bureaucracy, democracy, hypocrisy, vacancy. What about ny? Harmony, symphony, polyphony, symphony, phony. Why is this one repeated? But let's continue though. What about my? Though it's not much. Symmetry. Remember, see, all this was ending in y. We are just stressing ourselves. But anything that ends in y, just put on third to last syllable. Don't stress yourself. But there are some that are wrong like that if you do it too. Harmony, alchemy. You say alchemy of soul. Alchemy of soul. Anarchy, geomancy. What about ROI? Geography, history, brewery, cemetery, genealogy. What about IBLE? Visible, invisible, edible, legible, responsible. What about CAL? Cal. Electoral, technical, tactical, critical, educational. What about LAR? Cellular, molecular, singular, plural. Though plural is 2 syllables, it's not to 3 syllables. Let's manage it. Polar. What about OUS? For OUS we have hazardous. But does it make sense? Hazardous now. Hazardous. Famous. Generous. So these are the rules. These are the ones that concern the third to last syllable. Let me see if I can use it to form a song. Third to last syllable. ATETYFY HYCY NY MY ROY IBLECAL LAROOUS. All of them have stress on the third to last syllable. Anyone you can use to sing any song to sing. Maybe using it to sing will make you to remember. But let's continue though. Let's look at the 5th rule. I want to be very fast. When you have any word, please remember, please take note. Any word at all that ends in MENT, any word that ends in MENT, IZE or ISE, ABLE, ISM, ING, please take notes. Take notes. This is very important. Like this one now, development. Remove the ment. Remove the ISE. Remove the ABLE. Remember that there is a difference between IBLE and ABLE. If it ends in IBLE, the stress is on the third to last syllable. But if it ends in ABLE, remove the ABLE from the word. Remove the ING from the word. Remove the ISM from the word. What will be remaining in that word? Now we have development. Once you remove ment from development, what will remain? Develop. Which syllable has the stress in develop? Is ve. So as far as ve has the stress in develop, whether you add ment or not, the stress remains on that syllable, which is what? Ve. Develop. Development. Let's continue now. Now, government. If you say government, what are you supposed to do? Remove the ment. Now we have removed ment. What remains? Govern. When you remove ment from govern, when you have govern, for example, which syllable has the stress in govern? Govern. My stress is on the first syllable, which is go. So whether I add ment to govern or not, it is what? Go. So it is what? Government. What about achievement? Let me remove the ment from achievement. What will remain here is what? Achieve. My stress is on what? Is it achieve or achieve? It's achieve. Meaning that the triangle turns upside down and the stress is now on the second syllable, which is achieve. So if I even add ment or not, the stress will still be on achieve. Achievement. What about entertainment? Let me remove ment. Is what? Entertain. Entertain. My stress on tain. Entertainment. Amuse. 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 Amusement. What about IZE or ISE? It's the same thing now. Let me remove the IZE from civil. Civilize. What will remain is civilized. If I remove IZE, is civil. Which syllable has the stress in civil? Civil. Civil? No. Civil. It's a triangle, yes. Going up before going down. So the stress is on the first syllable. Civil. So, whether I add IZE or ISE or not, the stress remains on civilize. What about removing IZE from realize? Real. Realize. What about prioritize? Prior. Prioritize. What about organize? Organ. Organize. Socialize. Social. Socialize. You get it? Social. Socialize. Organize. Organ. Organize. Prior. Prioritize. Real. Realize. Civil. Civilize. The same thing applies to able. Remove the able from cap. It remains what? Cap. Cap. Capable. Read. Readable. Manage. Manageable. Break. Breakable. Sustain. Sustain. The stress is on the second syllable. Sustain. You cannot say sustain. No. Sustain. Sustainable. Ism. What about ism? Remove the ism from capital. It becomes what? Capital. Capital. Capitalism. Social. Socialism. Nation. Nationalism. Okay. Wait. Nation. Nationalism. So it is what? National, please. National. So it is what? National. Nationalism. Real. Realism. Global. Globalism. I don't know if you get this rule. This rule is very important. What about ing? Any word has, if you can put ing, give it to me. Sing. Singing. Entertain. Entertaining. That is just the rule. If you don't understand this rule, just drop it and I will give you more words. Just remove that last this thing that I highlighted here. Meant, eyes, able, ism, ing. It will give you the exact thing. The last rule I'm gonna drop with us here is for you to stress that syllable that has the ee in any word that ends in ee. That suffix ee you added. Just don't even look for anything to stress. As far as it is the ee that ends that word, stress the ee. But don't go and stress ee coffee. The one you used to drink. No, don't stress ee in coffee. But apart from coffee, and toffee, Toffee. Apart from those two, do stress the other ee for the other words, as in chimpanzee, but we used to call it chimpanzee. Chimpanzee, reportee, committee. You get it rightly? I know you got it rightly. So that's all for the rules for syllabic stress. Remember that we must first of all know what a syllable is. Knowing what a syllable is helps you to be able to divide that particular word into different syllables. Then knowing what a stress is. Remember that you stress the first syllable in a bisyllabic noun, adjective, and adverb. We have some examples here. If you want the PDF, I will send to you. Stress the second syllable in a bisyllabic verb and preposition. Then any word that end in I-O-N, I-C-R-O-U-S, all of that. Please go through the video again, learn the song, form your own songs, and you will love it. Please subscribe for more videos. My next video is going to be on how to determine the word that has a different stress pattern. The word that has a different stress pattern among different options. How will you do it? That will be the next video. For now, bye bye.